Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre, the Daily Trader. It is July 7th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla, Palantir, XPEG, Nvidia from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. So what's happening with Tesla today? So we are down $2.34. That's minus 0.85%. Closed at 274.20. Post market, we seem to be up by 48 cents. Let's look at what we have here on the chart. We are still stuck below our bullish channel resistance, the double resistance that we now have. And we are just right smack on it. So nobody wants to buy higher. Nobody wants to really sell. The stock is really stuck there. It's fine by us. We have just come outside of our support right here. So we are no longer into that bullish channel. It means that we are going sideways for now. Let's go take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, this is the first support is the one that we have had since Monday of this week, since Monday. And we have been able to stay above it a little bit. And we have a double support kind of thing that is happening. And now this is the third time that we are touching this double support. This is not super strong. If we break 273.79, then it means that short term we can go back as low as 265.94. We have lost stochastic over 60. There is no force into this. As soon as we break 273.79, we are gone for a little bit of a while. Let's go back to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, in terms of indicators, we are still very good. 83, so still plenty of force in the stock. We have the two lines of MACD above zero, so this is bullish. We have a bearish crossover, but that's fine. We are not overbought anymore, but we are still quite healthy in terms of RSI. We are at 66, and anything over 50 is bullish. And the MI is also bullish. The stock is pausing a little bit. That's plenty fine. I would have expected Tesla to go a little bit higher compared to the other stocks, because yesterday we had a bit of a move down and the VIX was up, remember, because ADP was mentioning that the jobs report was higher by 400,000 new jobs. But it turned out today that this was not true, and the real number is 209, which is lower than expected. So it means that the economy is not doing as well as we would expect. It's funny, but this should be maybe helping the stock market, because then the Federal Reserve is less going to be inclined to increase the rates as much. So that's the thinking, but there are many other things that are at play in the stock market, and we cannot follow everything because we are going to go crazy. And just to illustrate that point, I'm going to play you a snippet of a video that I heard today from David Rosenberg, who is explaining very well what can move the stock market.
The stock market at any given moment of time is going to be influenced by a whole range of factors. There's fundamentals, there's valuation, there's market positioning, there's fund flows, and there's momentum. And there are times where you can get a serious momentum-driven market.
So as you see, momentum, fund flow, we have a bunch of things. But what is nice with technical analysis is that we are seeing the net effect of all those factors that can influence the stock market. We are not going to miss any move up, and we are not going to get caught in a big move down. We are going to get out in time. Get in time, get out in time. We are not going to play the perfect low, and we are not going to play the perfect top, but we are going to consistently make money catching the right swings. That's my spiel. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So now we have some Tesla Cybertruck footage that was spotted drifting on ice and testing its suspension in the snow as part of its latest winter testing in New Zealand. They are trying to see how easy it is to let the rear end loose. And it's not very easy because the car has rear wheel steering. So this is helping keep the rear in check. This is this is a nice test. Also, Tesla is adding some cash discount on Model 3 and Y through referral program to boost sales. So basically, starting July 6th, if your friend orders a new Model 3 or Y using your referral link, they'll receive $500 off their purchase price. That's pretty nice. And 3 months of full self-driving. That's really nice. They're good 3 months to test this. And you'll receive 10,000 referral credits. This is nice. Nothing wrong with that. Also, Elon has again decided to share a timeline about Tesla's self-driving effort, again claiming it will achieve full self-driving by the end of the year. Market 2023. You can read this article that describes exactly what's level 2, 3, 4, 5. This is quite interesting. And let's do this news too. Rivian stock continues hot streak after analyst says EV maker hit a major turn. There's this Wedbush analyst, Dan Ives, upgraded his price target to $30 a share from $25 a share. After shattering analyst estimates earlier this week, delivering 12,640 electric vehicles and producing 13,992 units in the second quarter. Rivian stock rose over 13% alone. Since then, the share has continued to go higher. I don't know much about Rivian. I don't follow the company too much, but it seems like maybe there is a turnaround in terms of production. They seem to mention that they have solved a bunch of supply chain problems. Let's look at this stock right now. This is Rivian. It was at $150 in 2022. So what a drop. This is why never stay in a stock when it's in a downtrend. It does not make sense. We had this big downward channel right here not too long ago, big downward channel, and we broke that downward channel. Boom. We broke it Monday of this week. And then the next thing to do is to look for the congestion zone that we could be stuck under. So that's the 2212. And we broke that today. And look at the volume right here. Super high volume. And I don't think the volume ever was this high. This is a great buy signal. This is a great buy signal. If you want to hop on Rivian, you can do that on Monday. Get out below 2212. Get out below 2212 if something bad happens. Xpeng had a big move up also. I read a little bit more about Xpeng. So they have a Model Y copy. Xpeng is copying Tesla like crazy. They are copying everything about Tesla. And their G6, I think, is pretty much the same size of the Model Y. It's a great car. They have a lot of pre-orders for that car. So we had that bump right here, a break over $11.99, $12. And now we seem to be stabilizing a little bit. So maybe this is going to come down a little bit. I don't know. And maybe there is going to be some opportunity to get into that one. Here has a hard time breaking above 1581. So this is why we have these horizontal resistance to prevent us from getting crazy when we are breaking a downward channel. The downward channel is right here. We are breaking it, but it does not mean that this is necessarily going to go up. So this is a great example right here. We are going sideways. The next horizontal resistance to break is at 1581. And look at this. We cannot break it. We tried today. We broke above, but we are not breaking it, and we don't have stochastic over 60. So this is why we have these criteria. We don't want to enter into stocks when we have not eliminated most of the risks. There's always some risks that remain in investing in the stock market. There will always be risks, but we try to minimize them. And this is a great example of minimizing this risk. If it does not break 1581, we don't touch it. The same thing with Nvidia. Nvidia is into its bullish channel right here. It could get outside of the bullish channel at any point. We should always be expecting the worst. But if we are proven wrong with our worst case, then this is great. We can hop in and get higher. So right now we have a hard time breaking below this very small downward resistance right here. And there's a corresponding horizontal resistance at 431.76. So I would wait for a break of those two things in order to catch the next wave, because this was the first wave and now we are waiting for a real second wave. This one was not really it. So we are waiting for the second wave. VIX, because of the job numbers thing that got VIX to go super high yesterday, now things are cooling down a little bit. So VIX is cooling down. Stochastic is below 60. We closed lower by 0.61. We closed at 1482. So I like to see this. This is going to cool down the market a little bit. QQQ is not looking super good. It's basically going sideways. It tried to go higher, but was pushed down. Dow Jones not looking good. We are breaking outside of our bullish channel. What is happening here? S&P 500 still part of its bullish channel, still a good stochastic. There's still hope that we continue. Nasdaq Composite going sideways, still with a good stochastic. Gold climbing up a little bit, cannot break 1508, cannot break its downward resistance, does not have stochastic over 60. But we see a little bit of a move up. We see a little bit of a move up right here. Let's keep track of that. Silver, this is going sideways, so we are officially outside our downward channel. So that's nice. But as I said, it needs to be above 802. Bitcoin cannot break 3938, cannot break it. Still a good stochastic, so it could try again. And it's easy to see that we have another shorter term support right here at 29,838. This is a temporary support. Ripple not doing very good. No stochastic. It's boring as hell. It's very boring. And US dollar is taking a plunge down 0.82. And last but not least, NBM Neo Battery Materials. I was wondering if this part here was a low. It was not clear because you can identify a low when a stock does something like this and goes back up. But here it was not that clear. It was looking something like this. This is almost a congestion zone and not a low. This is why I had drawn the support line in yellow at some point this week. But now, because of this big candle, big green candle yesterday, this is really looking, yes, this was a low. And this is a confirmation today. So we are moving even higher. So we just crossed 36 cents. We are at 38. I'm looking at it on TSLA, which is a Canadian exchange. So it's not the same price in US. But here we have broken above 36 cents. So we closed at 38 cents and we went as high as 42 cents. Something could be brewing right here. It seems like it wants to pick up a little bit. There's no stochastic over 60 yet. That's the only thing that is bugging me. If we had stochastic over 60, I would say, okay, yes, this is a buy signal. We could go ahead. But because of that one, this is a little bit more risk. But because you do your own research and you make your own decisions, then all is fine. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday unless you are a member, in which case we are also going to talk on Sunday for a member-only Tesla Weekly Live, where we are going to take a look at all of the stocks that we are looking at during the week, but look at them from a weekly perspective to see the longer-term trends for all these stocks. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.